crafty friends. Welcome to Diamond Art Joy. This is Donna here, and I have finished this tropical sea turtle. It was a great little canvas to work on. So much fun. Really put me in the mood for summer. The colors are just beautiful, and of course makes me want to go to the beach really, really, really bad. Anyway, I can just feel the cool water, although I understand now the water's so warm, and of course the sharks are swarming out there, so it is a bit scary, but I don't know, maybe closer to the beach wouldn't be so bad. But this was 13 by 13 inch, or a 32.8 by 32.8 centimeter canvas. It had 42 colors. It had 3 Aurora Borealis. They are, let's see, this green, the light green right here. Yeah, and then the white, which is the water where it's spraying or capping. And let's see. It had a tannish one too. Oh, this right here. There's some down here. And then it also had a fairy dust one, which was one of the greenish blue ones. Very nice. It is just really sparkly. I mean, this would be really cute for, I don't know, hang somewhere. Maybe a bathroom, or I don't know. I guess it's seasonal. But I just wanted to show the sparkleness of it. This was from Amazon, but it was a Diamond Art Club, and I think I paid $19.99 for it. And I don't know, it's just one of those quick in between ones that went pretty fast. So, also today, I was tagged for some questions by Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery, and also by Real Men Craft 2, Richard. So maybe I could go over some of those answers with you today. You know, I only started diamond painting at the end of March of this year, so I've only been doing it for about 4 months. But I don't know, it seems like I've been doing it longer. So I'll try to answer these questions the best I can. Question number 1, how many diamond paintings have you completed? This one right here makes 12. So 12 since the end of March of this year. Question number 2, how many diamond paintings do you currently have in your stash? Well, I didn't think I had this many, but I'm up to 87 right now. I guess that's pretty good or pretty bad, depending on how you look at it, for 4 months. So, you know, I know that's nothing to compare to a lot of people out there that have been doing this longer, and I totally understand how your stash can grow. I mean, you just get in the swing of doing this, and it's so enjoyable, and you see these new paintings coming out, and you know, you gotta have them. I mean, it is an addiction, but it's a good addiction. Oh, question number 3, when did you begin diamond painting? March 26, 2023, this year. Question 4, if you could only purchase from one diamond painting company for the rest of your life, who would you purchase from and why? Well, since I've only been painting a short time, I haven't had the chance to paint from a lot of the companies yet, but I guess the most ones I've painted from is Diamond Art Club so far, and their quality is really nice. I mean, I have done some budget ones, and obviously you're not going to have the same level of quality. I mean, you're going to have the same amount of fun usually, but you'll be able to tell a difference between the drills and how sparkly they are, or at least I can. And I've also painted a couple from Craftably, and those were very nice as well. So it's really hard to choose one. I mean, I don't know. Question 5. When diamond painting, what is your go-to media to consume? Audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube, etc. Mostly, I try to catch up on the YouTube videos. I kind of go through my subscriptions and sit there and listen and paint and laugh and cry, depending on what the video's about. But it's very enjoyable. But also, I can watch Netflix, Hulu, or just TV sometimes. But mostly YouTube, I guess. What is your favorite category to diamond paint? Landscapes, fantasy, animals, etc. Well, I like fantasy, I like animals, and I also like the masters type. I really like art. I like old art. And I do have a lot of masters paintings that I would love to do. Those are just, I think you have to be in a mood to do those. But I don't know, the artistry just amazes me, how people can paint and make things look so real. I mean, I try to do that myself. I do a little bit of painting, but mostly it's abstract. But I cannot draw, really. And I don't know, it's just amazing how these artists can do all of this stuff and reflect it in a painting or clay or whatever, their marble or whatever they're using as their medium. What is the artist you have completed the most diamond paintings from? Well, Mandy Manzano so far. And a close second is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I do like the big-eyed girls. And Mandy's, of course, the colors are so rich and deep, and the stained glass look really appeals to me. What is your go-to wax when diamond painting? Well, I have experimented with several different types, and right now I have settled on, for single placing, micro mini glue dots. That works very, very well for me. And then my go-to putty for my multi-placing right now is Dot Dot Putty from Butterfly Effect Wares. I like Mary Mud too, and I've used Randa's as well, but right now I'm using Dot Dot Putty. What do you do with your finished diamond paintings? Well, I want to frame several, and I just haven't gotten around to framing them yet. I did purchase some of those magnetic frames, that you could quickly hang something up with, which they haven't come in yet, so I'm looking forward to experimenting with that. And then my husband's nebula that I did, the big one of one of the what is it, Hubble space pictures that was done from the Hubble space. What is it? Telescope. Yeah, that's it. That's the word, Donna. The Hubble Space Telescope. He wanted that one for his office, and I've completed it, but I just haven't framed it. I just want to get it done nicely. But then the rest of them, I have a portfolio that I put them in. Some of them are pretty big, so they're just laying flat under a bed, covered up, or they are hanging in my closet. Let's see. Do you like to open your kits right away, or do you keep them sealed until you're ready to work on them? For the most part, I keep them sealed unless I'm really, really excited about seeing the canvas. So I organize them in my storage, and then I just keep them sealed till I'm ready to paint on them. Number 12, what is your number one unicorn kit that you currently do not own but hope to one day? Right now it's Josephine Wall's Earth Angel. I saw Kimba's Craft do that, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, to me, Josephine Wall's art is really, really beautiful. I love all that confetti. I love all those colors that she uses. And this particular kit just looks so pretty. And Kimba has done a great job on that. I do have other Josephine Walls in my stash, but I haven't started them yet. And then Crafty Chef Diamond gave me Virgo, which answers, I think, the next question. It says, what is the kit in your stash that you are most looking forward to working on? And I would have to say it would be the Virgo one by Josephine Wall, because it has so many purples in it. I mean, my favorite color is purple, and I think a lot of people have purple as their favorite color. But it's a pretty canvas, and I am excited about working on it. Number 14, do you prefer confetti, color blocking, or a mix of both? Right now, I think more confetti, because to me, from an art perspective, color blocking is boring. Yes, it's easy to do when you are diamond painting, but I mean, there's no movement in color blocking. There's no, I guess the word is movement, because from the art perspective, you see more colors, there's more movement, there's I don't know, just more to look at than color blocking would be, just from my perspective. Number 15, how do you pick which piece you want to work on next? Well, it depends on, I've started joining events. I'm just getting into the community here and getting the feel of everything and what's going on. And it's really nice that there are a lot of events that happen every year, and they're seasonal and whatnot. So if there's an event going on, of course I have to pick something that would go with the event or the season. But other than that, it's just how I feel. Like, for example, this particular one right here, I just wanted to do something summery. Number 16, what is your favorite season holiday to diamond paint from? Well, since I just started here in the spring or late winter, I particularly like summer and winter look of a canvas. Although fall is one of my favorite seasons, I don't necessarily want to paint fallish stuff. It's not quite my favorite. I want something bright like this, or something wintry with a lot of whites and crystals and that sort of thing. Number 17, do you work on one kit at a time or have multiple whips at once? Well, I think it was last month I had 3 going at the same time, and it was a little difficult. I don't know why. I guess it was the events, and then I thought, well, this one's small, or this one will fit in, and I can get this done because, it's small enough to be able to finish. But usually 2. I have a craft room, and that's where I'm at now. And during the daytime, if I'm in here, I'll come in here and craft for an hour and do some painting. And then sometimes at night, I just want to watch TV or whatever. And I have a little table in my office with a couch. And, well, I don't sit on the couch, though. I have a little table. And, I'll watch a little TV. It's just more convenient in there because I don't have a TV in my craft room. So I'll sit in there and do one. Have it going. It's not necessarily one square and one round. round. It could be 2 rounds. So I would say 2, usually. Number 18, neutral, dark pieces, or colorful. Well, you know me, you know I love color. Although I have done a neutral one. It was the Labrador. His name is King. And I did that one. It was done in neutrals. Lots of different blonde to create the shading of the fur. That was okay, but I prefer color. Number 19, large pieces or snack size pieces? Well, I would have to say both. I mean, you get that quick sense of accomplishment when you do a snack or a small size, but then if you're doing a large one, you know, when you're finally done, it's like, I did all that. It was like that nebula I did. That was the biggest one I've done so far. And, you know, you hang it up or you look at it from a distance and you think, oh gosh, you know, that took me weeks and weeks, but you feel good about it because you finished it, you know. Number 20, place diamonds with tweezers or a pen. Well, for the most part, I use a pen. Yep, and I'll single place or a multi-place. 21, squares or rounds, and I would have to say both. I think rounds are easier. Squares to me are a little more challenging to keep straight. And I actually haven't done, I think I've only done maybe 2 squares so far. That big piece was a square. And then that Klimt I did for the Masters, that was a square, but that was a different whole challenge in itself. It was, I mean, I had horrible drills and they were popping and I had never experienced that before. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm discouraged. But, you know, I would think that there would be, you know, hopefully some better kits out there that would work a little better with squares. I'm looking forward to doing a Diamond Art Club, I guess, with squares. Number 22, what is your favorite method for placing AB drills? Okay, don't judge me, but I use tweezers for the most part because I have tried using, you know, the pen and all, but, you know, stuff does get on there. There's residue left on the drills and, you know, they do get sticky and cloudy and whatnot, even with the little glue dots. But if I'm using glue dots, I will use the I will try single placing or I will multi-place. But when I grab the drills, I will grab them from the side at an angle, not on top. And so doing it at an angle and then placing them allows, you know, me to not worry about the coating on top as much. I mean, if there are a lot of AB drills on the canvas that are in a section, then I would try to use the multi-placer with the mud, the putty, and I would grab the drills from the side and try to get them in their correct position. But if they're just little ones here and there and whatnot, I will use tweezers. Number 23, what is your preferred method of sectioning off a canvas? Okay, what I do when I take my canvas out of the box and I'm preparing, I will take that plastic sheet off. I really don't like working with the plastic sheet. So I take that whole thing off and I put parchment paper down. I have rolls of parchment paper. I mean, you have to get good quality parchment paper. And then I would put the parchment paper on top of the whole canvas. And then when I get ready to paint, I can just cut off a section that I want to work on. If it's a small section, I'll just cut me a small section. If it's a larger section, I say, I'm going to be here a while. I'm just going to, cut out a larger section, then I will cut out the larger section. So it allows me to, pick and choose how I'm feeling at the moment and how much I think I'm going to get done as far as painting goes. But if I cut out too much of a section, too big of a section, then I will use the release papers to cover up what I don't get done. But, having the parchment paper across the canvas, it still allows you to see, the painting itself. You can see through that. It's not that thick. The release papers, you can't see through those. Yes, you can see through the plastic, but I just don't like dealing with the plastic. I can handle the parchment paper better and just peel off what I want. 24. Do you have any other crafty hobbies aside from diamond painting? Yes. I do stained glass work. I've created stepping stones, for your garden. I created windows, stained glass windows, Tiffany lamps, smaller lamps. I really enjoy it. It's like a glass puzzle, It is a lot of work, but it's so satisfying when you get something done. A lot goes into it, You just have to pick out the glass. You've got to cut the glass to the proper piece. And then you have to grind the glass on the edges to get it smoother. And then you have to wrap the edges in copper foil. That's my method. Or you can do the leaded glass, stained glass as well. But usually I do copper foil. And then you place it, into the piece itself, and then you solder. And then there's a cleanup process in putting the patina on the soldered areas. Yes, it's one time I did that a big stained glass lamp. It took me 9 months, but it's in my bedroom now, and I will show you guys a picture of that soon. I'll show you pieces of stained glass that I've done in the past in one of my videos. But we had a stained glass store here in the area, and I took every class they had, from beginner all the way up to advanced, where you repair lamps and pictures and stuff. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, I crochet. Haven't done it in a while, but my mother taught me how to crochet, make afghans and such. I do like to paint, but, I'm not a master or anything like that. I just, just abstracts and stuff like that, because, I'm a child from early 60s. No comment, but I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and I'm just stuck in those decades. I'm a bit of a hippie, and I like color. I like, abstracts, and I like the music from that era, like especially the 70s is my favorite for music. Okay, I'm getting off track here. Besides stained glass and crochet and painting, I also do planning and journaling, and I use a lot of washi tape and stickers for that. I think it's fun. I'm not as busy as I used to be since I'm retired now, but because, it's like, what am I going to plan? Well, there are something. I'm going to plan what videos I'm going to make, right? Or what canvases I'm going to work on. So having that in my journal and then decorating the journal is kind of fun to me. I use a Hobonichi journal, and don't know, it's just been something I enjoy. I'm sure there are a lot of little small crafts here and there that I like. Oh, I've made Christmas trees out of coat hangers in the past. And I don't remember, some of you ladies that grew up back in the 60s remember decorating pieces of soap. Does anybody remember doing that? You take a Dove bar or one of those square soap bars, and you would put ribbon around it, and you would get the long pins and put pearls and beads on that, and then decorate the soap bar and put legs on the soap bar. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But my mother did that, and I helped her. And that was part of her teaching process for me and becoming a crafter, I guess. She was a great crocheter too. She could crochet anything. She taught herself how to crochet, but she did the little doilies. She actually made me clothes and vests and things that I wore in the 60s. Actually, I kept a couple. I should show you those too, but it's pure 1960 look, you know, with the bell-bottom pants. I would wear these little vests. Yeah, really cool. Last question. Who do you tag to do this video? Well, a lot of you guys have already done the tag questions, and it was hard to find people, and I apologize if those who that I pick have already done it, but I choose DP with Jackie and Snuggy's Crafting Corner, and also Diamond Nana. So if you guys would like to answer these questions, feel free. It's fun. It helps people get to know you better. I will put all of these questions down in the description, so all you have to do is look at them there and get your answers. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was fun. I got off track a little bit. Sorry about that. So, until next time, you guys have fun with your crafting and your canvases, and enjoy what you're doing, because that's what it's all about. Okay, guys, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.